That amortized schedule is charging you the most interest that it ever will in the beginning of that loan. So how then can you save 19 months and $3,466 on a loan? I'm going to show you today how we did exactly this using our student Marcus. Marcus has a car loan that is about 1 year into the car loan. And he came across the velocity banking concept and decided he was going to apply this concept even though he has cash flow. So let's take a look at Marcus's case today and figure out how you too can pay down something like an auto loan much faster using the velocity banking principles. So Marcus here is going to do one move. He's going to take and make a chunk down payment of $10,000 on his loan. Well, why would he do that? Well, we all know that when we have an amortized loan, okay, and all loans are amortized. When you have a loan that's amortized, such as car loans, mortgages, personal loans, you know that you're paying the absolute most in interest right up front. The banks do this on purpose because they know that if you're going to, pay that loan off early, they're going to get as much interest as they possibly can as early as they can. So they front end load that loan with a bunch of interest. And that's exactly what Marcus is facing. So if you're out there and you want to know how you can pay down your loans faster, we do that with Velocity Banking on this channel, and we do it through lines of credit. So let me show you exactly how. So here we have Marcus, and currently Marcus has been using his banking tool such as a checking account. Okay, that's the tool that he's using. Now, the new banking tool that Marcus can choose to use is either going to be a credit card or a personal line of credit. He actually has the ability to use both. He has a personal line of credit that currently has no balance on it. It is, I think it's it's $11,000 limit. It's $11,000 limit, and it's at an interest rate of 13.25%. He also has the ability to use a 0% credit card that he's able to obtain for a $12,000 limit. Now, Marcus can do two things here. He can either continue on in the traditional banking system and he can spend the next 60 months, because his loan was for 72 months. He could spend the next 60 months doing what he's doing today, even though he has a $500, positive cash flow. He can do that. Or he can choose to use a 0% card and make a chunk down payment, or he could use his personal line of credit and do a chunk down payment. And we're going to compare and contrast those today. The other thing that Marcus could choose to do would be to, make extra payments on that loan. He could make extra $500 payments on that loan. The only problem I have with you guys doing that, and yes, it will save you money in the long run, but that traps your cash flow. If you don't have any other cash flow out there, then you're trapping your extra cash, okay? Now, using Velocity Banking and lines of credit, you're actually running all of your income in and you're running all of your expenses out. And so that is something that Marcus is going to have to decide which one he is going to do. So here, Marcus was using his checking account. He is then going to now decide on whether he's going to use a 0% credit card or a personal line of credit to then run all of his expenses through and run all of his income into and all of his expenses out. Now, if he uses that 0% credit card, he's going to have to break down his expenses and his income into available income and chargeable and non-chargeable expenses. Not hard to do. You grab our free cheat sheets, and in those cheat sheets, it calculates your chargeable and non-chargeable expenses for you. So you can figure out that quite easily doing that. Now, here's something that I want to say, and we've had comments on this before, that if you use a 0% card and you're also using it as what we call a debt destroyer, meaning you're running your income or available income into it and you're charging your expenses out. People throw a fit over that because they're like, oh, well, the problem is you're then going to be charged interest. And people have said, I learned the hard way. You're only charged interest if you do not pay off any other charges that you put on that card each month. Okay. So yes, you would be correct if you were not paying off those charges. And the goal is always to pay off every expense. Okay. So if you're using it as an expense card, that means all of your expenses will go on it, but your available income, which should be more than that, will go on it as well. So you won't have, or you should not have, any incurred interest while you're running that 0%. Okay, so here's our choices, right? So Marcus is no longer going to use his checking account. He is going to use a new banking tool. He's either going to use his 0% card or he's going to use that personal line of credit. Now, if he had a home equity line of credit available to him, he would then use his home equity line of credit. But in this case, Mark is presented with a 0% and with a personal line of credit. So that's what we are running with. So here's what we have. We know that lines improve lives no matter what, because if you're running your lines of credit the way that we teach, you are going to save on interest from the bank, hands down, regardless of what else you do, okay? So as long as you're putting your income into those lines of credit, running all of your expenses, you're lowering the average daily balance and you're saving on those debts, okay? So lines change lives as long as you know how to run them the Velocity Banking way. So here, Marcus has an income of $5,000. I've just rounded to make it simple. He has an income of $5,000. He has total expenses of $4,500, which means he has significant cash flow. He's got $500 with cash flow. His rent payment is $1,345. His car payment is $682. Now, I said that car was originally, I believe, $40,000. It was at 72 months. He's a year into it. So he's already paid the most in interest, okay, in that first 12 months, because each month that started, your max interest was that first payment, and then it lowered as each month went down. However, the first year, you're going to pay the most. So now his opportunity is he's in year 2 or starting year 2. So this is where he's going to save the next amount of money. So that's why it is key and pivotal to make a chunk payment at this point. And that's what he's going to do. He's going to do $10,000, but where should he do it from? Should it be the 0% or should it be the personal line of credit? Okay. So car balance right now is $34,440. The payment is $682. The rate is at a 7% with that auto loan. He has left 60 months, or is it? I think that's 5 years, isn't it? Let me just double check that. Hold on. 60 divided by 12. That's 5 years. I thought so. That looked funny to me. Okay, so 5 years. It was a 6-year total. At 72 months is 6 years, so it's 5 years. Okay, so the interest that's left is $64.77. Okay, we know that he started out at $9,100. So $9,100 was the total amount that he would have to pay. It's 91 and some change. So he already paid a bunch of interest at this point. Okay, so what's left to pay is $64.77. So there's 3 ways, like I said, that he could pay this off. He could do it, well, there's technically 4, but we're going to work with 3. 3 ways to pay this off. He can stay in the traditional banking system. He could do a personal line of credit chunk, or he can do a 0% chunk. Now, again, I did say, and that 4th way would be to just take $500 and slap it down. Okay, he could do that too. So at 5 years, and see, I got it right here apparently, $64.77, here it is, it's $91.01, so it's $1 more than I said. So $91.01 is the total that he would pay in the traditional banking system. Now, if he does a chunk on that personal line of credit, he's going to do a $10,000 chunk. Here's the rundown on that, okay? So if we have $11,000 limit, personal line of credit at 13.25, we take a $10,000 chunk and we're slapping it against that card. Or that car, I should say. And when he does that, he is going to save, what is it? $3,466 in interest by making that one move. One move saved him that much money, okay? So if he did 1 chunk, could you imagine if he did 2 chunks? Now, when he does that, right, he puts $10,000 down, what happens? He drops his balance from $34,440 to $24,440. So his balance drops immediately too, okay? But he still has a car payment to make. He still has that payment. That payment has not gone away, right? He still has that payment because that loan is still running, and he's running a line of credit or the 0%. Now, each of those, the line of credit and the 0% card, have a payment that you're supposed to make, okay? So if you're parking money on a 0%, you still have to pay a payment. Even though it's 0%, you've got a payment. It's usually about 1%, okay? So $100 or so. Here, you still have a payment, right? Maybe it's interest in 1%, maybe it's just interest only. Doesn't matter, you have a payment. However, because we're using this as our debt destroyer, I don't really care what that payment is, because I know that the income going in is significantly more than that $10,000 I just put on it. So that payment then comes back to us, and all we're dealing with in the line of credit case is the interest, okay? So whatever the interest is at that 13.75%. And here, of course, there is no interest, right? There's no interest. So there's no interest here. However, you have about a 4% balance transfer fee. that balance transfer fee is going to be about $400 in this case. So that is added to the overall balance. And that's why here I'm starting with $10,400. Okay, so that's why I'm starting with that. Now, the balance transfer fee there, you guys would have to check with your banks. Now, I like to write convenience checks, and I know of at least 2 banks that will allow you to write convenience checks, not at a cash advance rate, but at the 0%. Okay, so they allow you to write a check. You can stick it into your checking account. You make it out to yourself, stick it into your checking account. You pay off whatever you're going to pay off with it. Some of them specify it has to be a balance transfer. Okay, and so they may or may not allow for an auto loan chunk down. So you would have to make sure you just ask that of your card company, before you get that 0% card. You find out if you can write a convenience check or have them send you convenience checks to do it on your own. Okay, so I do want to make sure I mention that. Usually the convenience checks work great, but I've heard there are some banks out there that will do it as a cash advance fee if you're not doing it for a balance transfer, okay, from another card. So I just want to make that distinction there for you. Okay, so now we are working with the personal line of credit first. We're going to put $5,000 in. That means we're going to run our expenses through that card as well. Well, how do you do that? That line of credit. So the line of credit is connected to your checking account. The checking account is where you can run all of your expenses through. Okay. So that line of credit attached to the checking account then allows you to, to pay all of those expenses through that checking account, but it pulls from the line. Okay. So that's how it works with the line of credit. So when we do that, we're going to put $4,500 of expenses on. Our interest is going to be $82. So in the first month, we've dropped our balance to $95.82, and we're going to run this down for 12 months or so. And then we're going to either pull in the next chunk, which is what I would do, or if you stop there, where would you end up? And that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to stop there. Let's say we just do one chunk. Well, one chunk saves Marcus $2,793. That is, the car interest is at $311. Okay, that's what the car interest is. The personal line of credit interest is $673. So that means in total, he's spending $36.84. Okay, $36.84 on the total of that loan, the auto loan, instead of the $64.77 that he would have spent. Now, if you do the 0% chunk, so you do the 0%, you start off with $10,004. You put in, now your available income is $29.73. So at 0%, $12,000 limit, $10,400, we've calculated our available income at $2,973, which drops us, once you put that in, to $7,427. Then your expenses, those are your chargeable expenses. Your chargeable expenses are $23.73. Then you have no interest, right? You have no interest because this is a 0% card. So you're now down to $9,800, and you're going to run this for 13 months. And at 13 months, you can get another 0% if you want, and you can drop your overall even more. So then you're spending, $800 versus the end total here. But let's just say you stop there, okay? If you stop there, one chunk is going to save you $3,066 of interest. It would take 3.4 years to do this, not the 5 that they have left. Same thing, 3.4, not 5. The car interest is at $3,011. The fee from the balance transfer is $400, and that means you're at $3,411 total. So you have saved over that line of credit, which doesn't matter which way you do it. Okay, you're going to save over traditional, and you will save over putting $500 extra every month on that loan. Okay, you will save. So you're going to save in time for sure. And you're also going to save in money at the end of the day. Now, it's not huge. Okay, so you could make your $500 payments. You certainly could do that. And will this method save over that? Yes, it will. However, you remember, you're locking up that money. Here, you have a line that is forgiving. Okay, so you can, if you need to, you have an extra place to go rather than locking that right into that loan. You have a place to go. So that's why I do enjoy using Velocity Banking, using these lines of credit this way, because I know I'm going to save, and that extra cash flow isn't locked up, and I don't have to worry about paying that bank extra. I'd rather do that chunk down, lower, and drop it as fast as I can so that I know I'm spending less in interest for that bank at the end of the day. I hope you guys have learned something today. Why Velocity Banking works for you, how it works for you. It is an amazing way to do things. If you don't have a line of credit, Marcus was lucky he did. You guys can do it through 0% transfers. You just have to calculate your chargeable expenses and your available income. Not hard to do. I do it in every single video. I just wanted to make a quick video for you today so that we could get you through an understanding how Velocity Banking can change your life. Get your free cheat sheets. Those will help you calculate your chargeable and non-chargeable expenses. You'll be able to figure out your available income from that. And you can move on to getting out of your debt faster and these car loans much quicker, spending less interest overall. Have a great day, you guys, and I will see you in the next video.